guys can see, I pretty much have no brows whatsoever. So today I am going to show you how I achieve a natural looking brow that lasts all day. First, I take a small angled brush and I line that up with the side of my nose going up, and this will be my starting point for my brow. This just helps me get an even look on both sides, and then I take it and angle it out to get my arch and where my brow will start to naturally go down. And then I just take this small brush and I just use a basic shadow here. Any shadow is fine, whatever color matches your brows the best. I just use a light brown and I start to fill it in. And I know you guys can't really see it here. I'm sorry, I didn't realize it was in the picture. It will get a little bit better throughout, but I'm just filling in that natural brow line, just in soft, small strokes to get a natural look as possible. I don't go too far above or too far below my natural brow line because I'm just trying to get a natural look. And then I just go from that starting point that I found there and up to the arch, and then start angling it down. I will do the same thing on the other side once I am done with this one. And the reason I like to line it up like that with the side of my nose is just because it helps to get a nice even look on both sides, and it just shows you where your brow should naturally be starting. Now, most of the time, for most women that use ShadowSense, they don't actually have to fill it in with a powdered brow or powdered eyeshadow first, but because I don't really have any brows at all, I have found that this just makes it a little bit easier. So as you can see, I'm going through and doing the same thing on this side now to get my starting point and my finishing point, and then I'm just taking that small brush and I'm just filling it in small strokes. I am using my close-up mirror that's magnified just because I find it easier to see what I'm doing with that. It's a little bit more difficult in the viewfinder of my camera. So that's why I didn't realize that you couldn't see me as well. And again, I'm just doing small strokes all the way across to that ending point, and then I just start angling it down. And this is just kind of an ashy brown color that I'm using right now. It's just from one of my shadow palettes. And then once I have the look completed with that, I am going to take my ShadowSense in the Garnet. And this is what's going to make the brow last all day. It's going to make it waterproof, smudge proof, and smear proof. And I just take that, I don't even take it from the end of the wand because I don't want a lot of product. And I just take it and I start filling that in right over it. And again, I'm just doing really small strokes to try and get a more natural look. I don't want them to look too harsh or drawn on, so that's why I'm not putting a lot of product on my brush. And I'm just doing a little bit at a time. Then I'm going in on the other side and doing the same thing. My brows very rarely look the exact same on both sides, but I figure that's okay. They're not really supposed to. I'm just trying to get them as close as possible. And then once I have those completely filled in and looking the way I want them to, I will next show you a little trick here to get them to last even longer. I just take an old mascara wand that's all cleaned off and I spray it with some hairspray. And then you just brush that, comb that through, and that will get your brows to stay in place all day long. They will not smudge. Thank you so much for watching, ladies. I really appreciate it. Please subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more how-to tutorial videos. and come follow me on Facebook as well.